What up, yo? It's 313J, man, and got a lot of stuff to do today, but I'm here for a video with y'all because I have something that I need to talk about that's gonna be painful for a lot of Pistons fans to hear, man. Y'all know the truth hurts, man. Y'all know this. The truth hurts, and when you hear it, you reject it and you don't accept it, man. Truth is, Andre Drummond. Y'all know me. I'm not the biggest Drummond fan, but I feel like he's incremental to our team, man. But we gotta stop being emotional. We gotta get out our feelings, and we gotta really look at the intricacies of basketball. Now, it's a lot of channels over on here, a lot of DVE channels. Everyone thinks they know something. Everyone thinks they're right. No one thinks they're wrong, and no one's open to accepting new things and new ideas. And that's where the debates don't get anywhere, man. And I was on the other side, man. I was with Everything King and like Nomis and a couple other people. Don't trade Andre Drummond for Bradley Beal, but sorry to tell the Pistons fans and Everything King and Nomis, that would be a great trade for the Pistons. I know you don't expect that to hear after what I was saying earlier, because that's emotion. Let's take emotion out of it. Last two games, Kings and the Wizards. Now, Bradley Beal didn't really have a good game, but I'm going to get to that. The Kings, we out-rebounded the Kings, still lost. We should have won that game without Andre Drummond. Wizards just beat us because the Wizards are a better team. But why are the Wizards a better team? They lost their best player, didn't they? But they're better. Y'all remember last year when they lost their best player and they got better. And that's my point with Bradley Beal, man. Now, R-Dub and them, y'all know what I'm talking about. But if y'all watching this, man, this will make you laugh. But, I've been really thinking about my basketball team. And it's a lot of struggles. And we're going to talk about Bradley Beal. First of all, we're going to stop all the myths. Because, fans just say stuff. And y'all don't actually watch basketball games. First myth debunked. Bradley Beal doesn't play defense. That's a myth. He does play defense. Like, compared to, like, C.J. McCollum, who I would rather have over Bradley Beal. Why? My opinion, C.J. McCollum is just a baller, bro. I just like having ballers. Like, he's just a pure scorer baller. I like having players like that on my team. It's not like Bradley Beal isn't a pure scorer baller. He is, but it's something about C.J. McCollum, dog. I don't know, man. He just got that fear, that will to just, like, man, it's something about C.J. McCollum. But McCollum don't play defense. Clay plays defense. Drew Holiday plays defense, but that's rare. Trying to think of the other two guards. Westbrook don't have a starting two guard. James Harden technically is a two guard. He doesn't really play defense, not on level Bradley Beal. My point is, it's not that many two guards that actually play D. And I know I miss a lot of two guards. Bradley Beal actually plays defense. Did you know that Bradley Beal is one of 3 players in the NBA, including James Harden? I think Giannis is the other one. Only those 3 players are averaging 25, 5, 5, and 1.5 steals. He's averaging that, shooting 46% from the field, 35 from 3. And I'm going to tell you why we need Bradley Beal, even though we won't get him. Because the Pistons are dumb. But this is why. It's a guard-driven league, man. I know they said the big man's about to come back, but guess what? The big man ain't going to come back if they ain't shooting no threes. It's a guard-oriented league. You win and lose by guards. Guards run everything. And I'm watching these Wizards the last 10 games. I know anybody who's paying attention to basketball. Y'all been watching a little bit. They've been beating teams. I know y'all saw that game versus the Raptors. That was a game, bro. At the end of the day, forget. Look, man. What am I trying to say? Forget all the arguments. Forget all the stats. I'm about one thing: winning and losing. I don't need to argue with you and debate with you about why Bradley Beal will be better over Andre Drummond. I'm just going to tell you, if Bradley Beal comes here, we will win more games. It's as simple as that. And if you don't think we'll win more games with a guard over a center, then, especially a guard like Bradley Beal, you just don't know what you're talking about, bro. And I'm just being 100 with it. And we are missing Drummond right now. We miss his rebounds. We miss his defense. But how many teams in the league actually have an all-star big man? Like, what, 5 max? And I know Drummond defensive rebounding will be missed, but guess what? Y'all know I watch the Lakers because I'm a Lonzo Ball fan. You know, first of all, Lonzo's hurt. My soul is broke. Like, but besides that, JaVale McGee, he's a free agent next year. He can play defense. He can rebound, and he can protect the rim. My point is, you know, that's next year, but like, if y'all want to make the playoffs this year, this team ain't gonna make it. And one thing the Pistons fans, I don't think y'all realize is we're stuck. Contracts have us stuck. We're dead in the water. We can't make any moves. So if we don't make a move with the contracts that we have, we're gonna be stuck losing for the next 2 or 3 years. And Drummond and Bradley Beal contracts are similar. I can care about less about that. My point is, I want to win basketball games. Much as we love Drummond, I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm not to be a fan of you to respect your game. I'm not the biggest fan because I've seen Drummond crumble and be soft in front of other centers. And whenever Pistons fans be trying to defend that shit, I laugh. I watch Rudy Gobert turn Drummond into a child. And I've watched a lot of players turn Drummond into a child on the basketball court. You getting dunked on by Alex Len and guards. Be that as it may, dude is the greatest rebounder of our generation, and he's a good defensive player. We know all of this. He can dribble up the court. He has a lot of potential. We know this. But let me ask you this. Where would the Pistons be if we wait for Drummond potential to develop for 3 years? Where we at now? At the end of the day, do you want to make the playoffs? Do you want to win the playoff series? Do you want to win basketball games? My point is, with Drummond and his contract is stagnant. With him on the team healthy, we're still not winning games. Do y'all get it? Now, losing Ish Smith was bad. And we did, like, the Pistons take 5 steps forward, 80 steps back. We just got Ish Smith gone. And, like I said, I'm not really a big fan of trading Andre Drummond, but the reason why is I don't think people realize how nice Bradley Beal really is. Yeah, I know he just played the Pistons and he didn't have the best game, but guess what? Who won the game? His team. My point is, regardless of all his stats, and I know the Wizards got a nice team, but they don't got John Wall. They shouldn't be winning games. I don't care how good they are. But they are because they have a floor general. They have a guy actually dishing out assists. They have a guy actually leading the basketball team named Bradley Beal. Wizards are 7-3 in their last 10 games. Wizards just beat us. And the way it's looking, the Wizards are going to make the freaking playoffs without John Wall. Right now, they're at the 10th spot, but we got the same record. They just beat us, so they'll move up. And then Charlotte is like a couple games ahead of us. They'll move up past Charlotte, too. And then they'll be in the 8th seed. Bradley Beal showing that he can lead a basketball team. And honestly, we need something else. We need somebody besides Blake that can hit the game-winning shot. We need somebody besides Blake that can create offense. We need somebody besides Blake that can dribble, penetrate, and score. We need somebody that can carry the team besides Blake. That's how you win in this league. You have 2 players or more. You have 2 great players or more. And depending on the situation, you depend on one of those great players to do things. Well, the Pistons ain't like that. Ain't like that. And if you don't have that, you're like Indy. Indy has one great player, Oladipo, but he's surrounded by so much defensive talent that they can lean on each other. But our bench is trash, besides like Luke Kennard and a couple people. So we don't. It's nobody that Blake can lean on. Only Blake can. Like, he's no one he can lean on. And at a certain point, man, you need that. And if we, man, look, man, I'm just telling you, you know, these Pistons, get out your feelings, bro. Talk to me about basketball when it comes to Andre Drummond. Will Andre Drummond lead us to a playoff series win? As, not saying he can't do it, but as the way that the team is constructed. Like, we in this terrible situation. Blake contract is bad. Andre contract is bad. If we could, we would blow up the whole team, but we can't. So we talking about the state of now. The state of now. This season, what is it, 2019? Will Andre Drummond, when he comes back, lead us to a playoffs win in the series? Y'all know the answer. And at the end of the day, like I said, forget about my feelings. Do y'all want to win games, bro? If Bradley Beal comes to this team, will we win a playoff series this year? 70% chance, I would say. I mean, dog, he's leading his Wizards team without another star. If he comes to a team with a superstar, and people don't realize, I just told you, Bradley Beal's one of 3 players in the NBA averaging 25, 5, 5, and 1.5 steals. Dude plays defense. Like I said, that's a myth that he don't play defense. That's straight bull. He plays defense. He knows how to get his teammates involved. He knows how to run this show. He's showing us this year, and he showed us last year. And like I said, at the end of the day, you Pistons fans, no miss everything king. Are you really gonna tell me Andre Drummond in the next 2 years is gonna lead us to a playoff series win? And when I say Andre Drummond, I'm saying because if I want to replace him with another player, y'all telling me we should keep him because keeping him would allow us to win more basketball games. And in reality, that it won't. And you know why? It's not Andre Drummond's fault. It has to do with the way the team is constructed terribly. The contracts are terrible. But like I said, we in this predicament now. We can't get out of these bad contracts. We're stuck. We just like how the Lakers was. The Lakers got lucky and was able to trade D'Lo. And they traded D'Lo and got rid of 2 terrible contracts. And now they smooth selling, got all this money. If we could get rid of Reggie Bullock contract, I mean not Bullock, Reggie Jackson contract, that would be amazing. But I'm saying, in the state of where their team is now, Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin can't lead us to the playoffs. That's my point. I know we need a point guard. Bradley Beal's playing point now. He's doing fine. We definitely need, like I said, it's not Andre Drummond's fault that we're not winning games. It's not. It has nothing to do with him. It has to do with the way that the team is constructed. And I'm sorry to say, unless y'all want to keep losing for the next 3 years, we gonna have to make a power move. What's his name? Stan Van Gundy tried to make that power move, but he can't coach. So after he made the power move, it didn't matter. And we know Dwayne Casey can coach. Let's stop it. We know he can coach if you give him a roster. So I know for a fact, if Bradley Beal get on this team, we would make a push to the playoffs. Win a series? Hell no, because we be facing Toronto or Milwaukee. But I guarantee you, we have a higher chance of winning the series in the next three years with Bradley Beal than Andre Drummond. It's just a state of facts of the way the team is. You got to realize something. This is the same reason why Anthony Davis ain't winning games. The dude is a bona fide superstar, bona fide monster. We know what he does to us. We about to see Anthony Davis today. He probably is going to destroy how we win, but he probably going to destroy us. Why don't the Pelicans win games? And I'm specifically talking to everything, because I know everything King Nomis is going to be mad. I'm talking to y'all. Why don't Anthony Davis win games? You want to know why? He's not a point guard. And in today's NBA, if you don't have the ball in your hands all the time, no matter how great you are, you can't affect the game. And if you can't affect the game, you don't win games. Simple as that. Anthony Davis is a superstar. Better than Drummond. With a good team. Like Mirotic, Etuan Moore is okay. Drew Holiday, Julius Randle's a freaking monster. Like, they have a team over there. Like, it's not like they have a better roster than we do. Why ain't they winning games, bro? Because their best player can't affect the game because he doesn't have the ball in his hands. This is a guard league. Guards run the NBA. And it's going to be like that for a while. And that's my whole point. Like I said, it don't got nothing to do with Drummond. It's the fact that we need a guard so bad that if we keep Drummond, we won't win. And if we get a guard, we have a higher chance of winning. I mean, look, if y'all want us to be ass for the next 3 years and just, keep Drummond and wait it out and be trash, go ahead. But, I'm tired of losing, man. I want to win some basketball games. And Pistons need a baller. And look, man, to get something, you have to give up something, man. And like I told you, what I said about JaVale McGee, JaVale's not the only one. There's a few free agents. Like, JaVale McGee will be a great pickup. Trust me. But we will need, but like I was saying, it's not that many elite players like Drummond. It's like Drummond, you might want to throw Whiteside in, and then DeAndre Jordan. He's better than both of them, but point is, it's a lot of teams with these subpar centers. A lot. Like Steven Adams is a beast. Like I can count them on my hand. Rudy Gobert, that's like 5. I'm not counting Embiid. That's like 5. Who else? Like a dominant center in this league. Capella, that's 6. It's 30 teams, man. Like, many teams are winning without this. The Warriors been winning championships this way. And if you want to win a playoff series, something got to give, bro. If you want to keep Drummond, then we'll continue to lose, regardless. And my point is, with Drummond, I know when the team was 100% healthy, we was winning games. But before Ish Smith got hurt, we were still losing. And we've seen this before. Our team has a fundamental problem with the way it was built. And I'm going to keep saying it. This has nothing to do with Drummond. It's the fact that the way the team is built, he can't win us playoff series and games here. And Blake is just, I know people think I'm forgetting about Blake. No, I'm not. But Blake has won us games. And I know Blake can win us games if he's put in the right position. Like I said, it don't have nothing to do with Drummond, man. I wish we could keep Drummond and find another way. But do y'all want to win games? Do you want to win a playoff series? We watching Bradley Beal right now play on our all NBA level. And he plays defense, so let's stop that myth. He's leading the Wizards. I'm not saying they trash, but I'm going to say this. Blake Griffin is equal to 5 of the Wizards players. And he's doing that with them, bro. Leading them. Beating good teams. I think they beat Milwaukee. They lost to the Raptors in double overtime. Like, beating teams. Like, Bradley Beal finally got a chance to run the show, and the whole world is seeing. They don't have John Wall, and they're better. That tells me that Bradley Beal can run a basketball team. We need a point guard, man. It don't matter how cold we are. We need a point guard or a guard. And Bradley Beal, like I said, he can run point. Luke Kennard at the 2. Oh, my goodness. Could y'all? Luke Kennard at the 2 with Bradley Beal at the 1, Blake at the 3. And then maybe even have Bullock there. Do you know how great that shooting would be? And trading Bradley Beal, like I said, we would trade Drummond and then get one of their bigs. Washington does have some solid bigs. I know a lot of people don't like this, but do you want to be trashed for 3 years? Because that's the way we heading. Drummond to get healthy again. Pistons will also be trash. We'll fight. We'll claw, maybe get an 8th seed, get a 9th seed. Next year. Same contracts. Same terrible situation. We'll claw. Next year. Like, it's just going to continue. Video way too long, man. And I'm really paying attention to Bradley Beal. And I wasn't getting Bradley Beal for Andre Drummond. Like, to me, that sounds crazy. But when you take your emotion out of it, and you start looking at it from a basketball perspective and not an emotional perspective, we need Bradley Beal. It's the truth. Like, do y'all think, how can we make the playoffs without a guard, bro? But, I know a lot of people got a lot of opinions on that, so I'm curious of what y'all think. And the one thing is, like I said, everyone thinks they right and all of this stuff. Well, with this situation, reason I know I'm not wrong, because the proof is in the pudding. Drummond's been here. We haven't been winning. We got Blake. We still haven't been winning. And every other team that winning has a guard. Victor Oladipo isn't a freaking superstar. He's a 3rd seed. Why? Because he's a guard. You don't win without a guard. You don't. I'm getting upset because, like, people have to realize you do not win without a guard. And the way our contracts are, the situation we in, our only solution is to tank. Now, if we tank, I would be madly pissed. But if we tank to get that Murray dude or whatever his name is Jay something that played for that yellow team in college. I know I said he played for Murray State. Nah, we tank to get him. Why? You know I don't believe in tanking at all. But dude, I want to win, bro. Like, tanking ain't gonna help the Lions win, and we know that. But tanking in the NBA, I want to win. I'm tired of losing, bro. Something got to give. I'm out of here, bro. Video way too goddamn long. 313 J-Mo, man. I'm out, man.